If you guys had this, you could have him on Memoirs.
We had Hiram on.
When we need to have Hiram on is you need to do a live. When's your show that you're taking the car to? November?
Oh yeah, we've already talked about.
That needs to be a live remote.
Yes.
You know, as cool as that green car is.
Oh yeah.
The show car he's got going has got a wicked paint job on it.
Final judgment. So, man, as you guys can see, there are amazing things happening here at the Southern Detailers Conference. We just went live with Sydney Breguin and I watched Auto Detail and the P&S crew with the car reveal. It's been amazingly fun. You were just talking about it before we got on camera. There are so many training events going next door to us. And
I can't believe the number of training rooms. We had a hard time finding them. There's rows. Usually you go to classroom 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's like row D and there's 6 different areas.
Well, so I was going through and I'm like, we're in classroom J. By the way, if you want to go to the P&S, I think it's the coding program we're doing today. It's in not J. We moved from J to N. Colonel Sinclair is doing our classes, our director of training. The alphabet goes all the way to, I think, T or U for rooms over there. So Daryl was telling me that I think there's 10 classes going on right now, and you can have a maximum of 10 people in them. He said the smallest one had 8 people in it. So that means there's somewhere between 80 and 100 people
at any given time.
In the demo class. Yeah, there's still people out on the floor here. It's pretty busy, but that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and the difference is that, like, normally when we do something at MT or even SEMA or anything like that, you're more on stage and you're presenting, and not a lot of people are interacting and giving questions. You have to really prompt people. It was really interactive. We had, I think there were 9 people in ours. We had one guy that left, went down to 8, and then 2 more people joined us after. So a total of 11 people throughout the whole thing. But they all interacted in some way. Everybody said something. We had actually a couple of guys that talked about some of the things they really needed to solve. And that doesn't ever happen.
No, and I mean, it's a small group dynamic. It's a 10-person class. It's really designed to be a product demo.
Yeah.
So, but the cool part is you got a car in every one of those spaces. So I don't know, and I was telling, this to Clint Hint, I'm like, everybody on the certification committee is fired next year when it comes to getting cars for us to use at Mobile Tech for the skills validation.
Are you saying they were too easy?
No, dude. I can't tell you the fight we had for years. I mean, it's not like we weren't trying, but I mean, Bob Phillips and I, and everybody on that team we always struggle to get 4 cars.
Yeah.
Daryl's got 70 cars here.
Yeah.
What's in the car show out that direction, and then he's got 20 some odd cars in here.
Yeah, and they're not slouches. We're not like talking about some cheap rental car.
That's a cheap looking Ferrari.
Well, it's probably under 250, but
under 200,000.
There's nice cars that they're actually working on back there. One of the demo cars that they're polishing on is a Corvette. I went past only about 2 or 3 of them, but one of them's a Vet. And I'm like, that isn't normally what you get to practice on, but okay.
Yeah, no, and so I mean, Daryl, wherever you are, you're hired. You are now in charge of getting cars for Mobile Tech Expo skills validation.
Yeah,
going forward and forever, because it's impressive to have a workspace that's a small group dynamic, which we never have. Any show.
No.
Now, in the early days, man, we had a small group dynamic because there were only 20 of us at the show. But to have a show like this and have a small group dynamic and to have a car for every single one of those classes. It's a Herculean effort to do. I can tell you, having tried to arrange 4 cars, I can't imagine what it took to do the cars we've got today. And then have the car show going on. Which is
full-on car show,
cooler than heck. And then, the vendors that are here and just.
Big D said there are 86 vendors here.
Yeah, well, he's already had the
training
dinner order for tonight. So he's called the caterer, I think, twice. And added to the order each time. So I feel for the caterer, and I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Like, where do I get more
food? You don't want an angry mob of detailers with buffers in their hands.
It's going to be the peanuts thing. They're going to do toast and jelly beans. The one thing that was really cool that I liked about it in this intimate setting is we've never had a car and products in our booth. And Ben kept coming back to me going, "Are you sure we're in D? Because there's a car and there's a bunch of pads." we used them. I scanned one of the products. I put it in our system. I showed them some stuff with products. Went over and scanned the car. I mean, it was a really good thing to have. So we need that for every time.
Well, and for you guys especially, you have a VIN reader.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's nice to have a piece of paper on the table with a notional in there, but it's
To
kind of
actually
cool to
do
say
a
we got
card.
to open the hood and go to the
Yeah.
data plate.
Yeah.
And here's where you find it, or it's on the. So there's some real practical application to that. It doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but it's kind of cool to just have that tool at your disposal to really do it for real.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool that you can really do some real stuff.
Yeah.
As an attendee.
Right.
We always, even if we're demoing, we get to do real stuff. But the student, if they want to dive in, they can dive in, and that, that's really awesome because there's a nice range of detailers here. I was talking with a couple of guys that I said the usual cast of characters is here, and by that I mean the industry stalwarts, the people who on the operator side and manufacturer side always support stuff.
Right.
But there's a lot of faces I've never seen.
A lot of new faces.
A lot of new people, but they're not new to the industry.
No.
So it's cool that we got a whole different set of folks that we don't really get at SEMA. We haven't gotten, in Orlando. We don't get at other that are here. So I think it's, again, Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl. I mean, kudos to Daryl and his team, Vicky, McFarland, the entire Detail Lex team is here helping. I mean, we have to give the guy mad props and mad respect. And Rod and I have been really honored because as we were preparing to tell everybody that we were going to broadcast live, we've had amazing vendors go, hey, we'd love to do some giveaways for you. And RoadFS stepped up, Flex stepped up, Buff and Bright stepped up, Next Gen Diag, Paint Gauges stepped up, and it's been amazing.
P&S
and of course,
stepped
P&S stepped up. So we have a P&S Detail Products giveaway right now. So we're giving away.
So now we've got everybody on the edge of their seat to see if they're going to win.
That's right.
So I'm going to make an announcement, some public service announcement for
Okay.
the IDA. It's such a dynamic show. We were just talking about that. We don't want to get in the way of the classes that run all day tomorrow.
Right.
And normally when we do skills validation training or testing, it's 2-hour blocks and they run all day and we do 4 or 6 people at a time. We're going to do something we've never done.
Yeah, we've never done it.
That's here, I've asked, and nobody said no. I've got about 7 skills validated detailers who are going to help us. We're going to do all the skills validation in what we call the early bird session from 7 to 9 a.m. So if you were signed up for skills validation, and if you're not, the IDA booth is that way.
Right there.
Actually, yeah, that way.
Yeah.
Go sign up. But we have up to 15 slots. We're going to skills validate 15 people in 2 hours in a lightning event. We had a whole bunch of volunteers come yesterday, and everybody didn't just say yes. They said, "Let's do it."
Let's do it.
And we followed Bluto out the door to go wreck the parade. But that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So at 7 a.m. For all of you who are already signed up and registered, we will see you right here in front of the stage, in front of me, and we are going to go blitz a skills validation event like we've never done it before at the IDA. So
7 a.m. Be here.
Be here or be head tagging.
That is going to be absolutely
Be head
awesome.
tagging.
That's right.
All right, so we got to
we're
give
gonna
away
give
some
some
stuff.
stuff
So
away.
let's talk about this. So we just, partner we didn't talk about on our live remote, the rag company.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm curious to see who won the car challenge, and they're going to, a little teaser, they're doing a program at the rag company that'll come out later. But developed in conjunction with, endorsed by, and approved by, for microfiber towels is our Rags to Riches microfiber towel wash. Also works great on buffing pads, and it's a great pre-soak. Bob and I have really had some fun this year with these products going out. Bob is the creative genius behind all our marketing.
Yeah, he is really good.
So this year is 60 for us. We are 60 years old. So we went and we branded the new 60-year logo on a lot of stuff. We've got a trucker hat here. It's still a little bit COVID-y, so we got a neck gaiter. That's going out. And then Went a little old school here, so if you guys want to hold this one up, I'll let you two grab the corner. So the double black Ready to Go collection t-shirt. Now this is a extra large, but I'm happy to exchange it as long as supplies last in my booth. And then
Got the Swirl Killer Coffee logo there.
yeah,
That's
gotta love that.
logo on it. And then we have the 60th anniversary
We'll do the
shirt.
front to start
It's got
with.
the
Double
cool
black
logo on the
that.
front, and then it's got the 60 year on the back. Now this is a large, so guys, if you're lucky enough to win, I got a husband-wife set shirt here for you. But again, we're gonna exchange them. So we're really having some fun this year with the clothing line. And we just want to give out some branded stuff because everybody asks me, hey, when can I get a shirt?
Yeah.
So here's your chance.
So one other question I have for you while you're here, somebody was asking this earlier, you guys have a lot of new products that we grace Dave with the ability to create new products. We had a chance in Boise and we posted some.
And that
Daryl
is
Ryan.
Big D driving the Christmas.
Daryl's all about attention.
It's all about attention.
Almost like
It's kind of like a one-man clown
It's a
car.
one-man. Well, Tony Sierra's over there for Glassparency, so it's a two-man.
It's a two-man clown car because you got the hair up like that. So
You're not hiding behind a barrier. You might want to get behind it.
So you guys are releasing some new products. Now, Jody and I had an opportunity to be with you guys, which is an awesome thing. We got to try out a new product. When is that coming out?
So let's talk about it. So we did 14 new products last year and the dealer distributor website program for education, which will all actually at the end of this year will roll out to be a dealer education site. So we did that last year. So we told Dave he could take the year partially off. And so we only asked Dave for 4 new products this year. We are 1 product into that. And if that success is any indication
that
of
product is
potential,
legend.
it's pretty off. Yeah, Legend. Premium ceramic coating, 5-year coating. It's part of our insured warranty program coating line. Part of the Inspiration family. We love that product. We did a nice reveal at the Rag Company with it.
Yeah.
So our next product, because we love co-branding, we love our partners, we like to interact, it's coming. Now,
you can see him biting
today
his
was
tongue.
the last hurdle. So sign off happened today, or is happening today.
Nice.
So Bob, Dave, Rennie, Kyle, Sydney, Chris, the whole crew is in Boise. Part of the reason we're doing that is it's a product for that environment, that car show environment. And the final sign off was this weekend.
Oh, cool.
So when it rolls out, I can't tell you. We haven't picked that date. You know, we will let our distributors know first, and we'll release the public. It's going to be cool, and it's a neat product, and it's focused. And we did it in conjunction with an industry giant.
Yeah. And it is a phenomenal product. I mean, we tried it out. We looked at it. I mean, I don't want to say you guys had a very, very keen eye, but you guys were looking at it really close. Right. And it is scrutinized. I know that Dave has a real personal interest in every single product that he develops, as well as everybody in the company. But Dave in particular really likes the performance of them and the longevity and looks at every aspect of it. And that product, it's going to be a good product. I think it'll be a good.
Yeah, we wanted to have a zero error opportunity with that. We wanted to really make sure that it's right when it goes out. And same thing with Legend. We actually were ready to launch Legend at this time last year. But we released Soul, which has done tremendously well, 1-year coating for us. And we released, some other things in that space. And it was just like, boy, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to give Legend its own space to breathe. But we really wanted to, as I used to say when I was in the equipment business, try and go break it. All right, we got a new thing, let's go break it.
Yeah.
And what we found out was we did get it right. We had some little tweaks at the end. And we wanted to make it special, and those things take time. And so this product, again, today, what we're doing in Boise is actually Hidden Springs, I guess. Is just making sure it's right.
That's
So
awesome.
everybody's asking what's next. We are behind schedule, but intentionally and deliberately so.
And that's okay.
So it comes out right. And I think you know, it's funny. I talk to my peers in the industry. We all fight that battle. We want to have that next thing. We know we got it. We feel like it's right, but you can't afford to flop anymore. There's too much social media attention.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: we have such great customers. And I don't mean just us P&S, but us in the industry. We have such great customers in our detailers. You don't want to disappoint when you bring out a product. So it's got to be right, and it's got to be done well. And to everybody's credit on the team, and input from guys like you as well, it's going to be right, and it's going to be cool. And then Dave, you got 2 to go. So hurry up.
There you go.
Well, the other thing is you guys aren't choosing little industry people to put their name on it. I mean, this one has got a big industry name. And in order to do that, you do have to double, triple check because it's got to be it's their name and reputation on the line. I know when you guys started doing that, when P&S started putting people's names and faces on the bottles, it's a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal for them, but it's a big deal for you guys too because now you're investing in that other person and in their reputation. And I know that you guys don't take that stuff lightly. I know Bob does not do that in a light way.
And you know, and the bonus with all this is anybody we put or anybody we relationship with on the bottle, it was never and it never is an approach of, hey, that guy's cool, let's go meet them and put him on a bottle. It's
right, because I'd be on a bottle if that was the case. It'd be
Top Shine.
It's a perfect name.
Yeah, you do get top. Oh, that's a good one. Really good name.
So, but I mean, the relationship is almost 40 years old between the giant print on the bottle. So, speaking of on the bottle,
yes, I did see Sydney on the bottle.
Sydney on a bottle.
I sent her a text.
I think this is a new thing. If you want to run for president or you want to advertise your car show, you know, you just got to get on a beatmaker bottle. That's what you got to do.
It's like
a Ready bottle,
the modern day Cheerios box. You know,
you
need a bottle.
It's Wheaties.
Yeah, you're becoming the face.
Yeah, so that was cool, but this product is, we're not going to do this constantly, I don't think, of having a co-branded thing, but this product fits for the individual that it's going for.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Oh, this product is perfect.
This is a product that we've spent a lot of time working with and got a lot of great input from and feedback on what this should be from the rag company. So it's great to have partners you can do stuff like that with. It's even more fun to have partners like you guys that we can reveal stuff with.
Yeah.
We've beaten around the bush a lot, and I'm still not going to tell you.
That's okay. That's okay.
Right.
So let's give away some.
Let's make somebody's dream come true here, and we will give away something. So,
you just grab in there whatever you want. So.
I want somebody to turn theirs in further. Oh, hey.
A business card.
Oh, no. Do it again.
No.
Whoa. Do this like it's a setup.
No.
Okay. So, hold on.
All right.
Get over here.
So,
So I am going to do it again.
But we legitimately picked. His eyes were closed.
So Hiram, dude.
That's okay. Come in here.
He is what I call a fan ambassador for P&S. Now, we're sponsoring your show, your efforts on the car you're doing, and we're super excited about that. And thank you for the opportunity. I got something for you separate. I will send it to you. So you want something out of my bucket list at P&S?
Give me this one. We're going to put it in the drawing for the 2 polishers.
Yeah.
Make sure you get it.
But I got something for you, and it's a good thing. No, okay. But yeah, I'll draw one out of here because it looks too much like a setup. And
that's good.
We got to be transparent, and we got to be above board here.
We're honest people.
All right, we'll do it again.
All right, here we go.
Going in.
The funny thing was his eyes were closed and he drew your name.
All right, here we go. So if your name is Noah Harrington.
Oh, Noah was just here.
I'm not giving out your phone number, Noah, but it ends in 9623. So you won the
P&S package.
So we got your laundry detergent for your 2 new shirts, and you can actually wash your hat with that stuff too. But Noah Harrington, if you're on the floor, I'll autograph whatever you want.
And Noah is an up-and-coming mobile detailer. So
tell me, you guys met him. So
he came
where's
by.
he from?
He's from Lexington.
Oh, dude, local boy does
well. Local
That's
boy,
awesome.
and he's like, he came over and he and I were just visiting. I'm like, dude, you need to enter. He goes, man, it would be so cool if I won, man.
Yeah.
And
Noah.
he's the first
Noah
one. That's
Harrington.
awesome.
He's the
So-
first winner today.
So I will give Noah a shout, and we want to thank you guys for joining us. I'm telling you, this event is absolutely amazing. If you are not able to make it, you need to put it on your calendar for next year. Big D's already got the space reserved, and it is going to be epic. We want to thank our partner Keith Duplessie for being such a huge part. He did a on center stage question and answer earlier today, and it's just been epic. And we want Rod. How was our training before we?
Training
bounced?
was awesome. The people were super interactive and asked really important questions. And I think that's what it's important to put the people like us on the spot and drill us on our stuff, because that's what makes us better too.
Yeah, I love
And
it.
you guys, and love your software program. Love what you guys do with the detailers. Keep it up. Really appreciate you guys doing this. And by the way, you're the Wi-Fi sponsor.
We are
We
the
are
Wi-Fi
that.
sponsor.
It's awesome to be able to actually have connectivity, because we know at trade shows.
Yeah, we
usually
do.
never have connectivity.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back in about 30 minutes with another giveaway and a guest. So check you guys in a few.
I'm gonna go jump in that Ferrari and go for
There you go.
There you go. I wish I could too.
You
See ya.
can, and it just gets pretty.